Hey everyone, so today I want to talk about instructions and how they can help you save a lot of time when using Arito. Let's say you're using Arito and you don't want to be explaining yourself over and over again about definition of certain KPIs or how do you want Arito to actually perform any analysis. You want to make sure that Arito remembers your set of definitions and preferences every time that you're asking a question. So for that, we have created instructions. Instructions are a set of guidelines that Arito takes into account every time Arito is performing an analysis or answering any of your questions. There are two ways of adding instructions. The first one is by adding it from the instructions page. We have an instructions page which you can access from the Space homepage right here. If I press it, I see that, for example, I have an instruction here that basically defines what your strategic accounts are about. You want to add more? No problem. You can just press add here and give your instruction a name and basically explain with plain English how do you want Arito to behave or what that instruction is all about. Another way of adding instructions is directly via chat. Let's say I go to the history of my chats. I use the last one, which was about calculating the revenue for certain months. For example, here in this use case, I asked Arito to calculate my total revenue from all customers in May 2022. And let's say it calculates that number. And the next thing I want to know what's the strategic accounts that are, what's the total income from the strategic accounts only. So I'll define for it what I mean by strategic accounts. And let's say I don't want to be doing that all over again. Here we have added for every basically chat or every bubble or every text, every message that you send to Arito, we have added an option to add that as a specific instruction. So I just hover here, we have an icon here. Once clicked, we get exactly the text that we added, and we can again give it a name. For instance, we can also make some edits if we want to. So this last line, it doesn't really belong to my instruction. I can just drop it, give it a name. We already have one strategic account, so I'm not going to add another one to confuse Arito, but basically you get the idea. You can give it a name and just save it as an instruction. So the next time you're going to ask Arito what's the revenue from strategic accounts or any type of analysis which that kind of includes the strategic accounts in them, Arito already knows exactly what your definition is, and you don't have to explain yourself over and over again.